We're now live on YouTube as well. I've just had to play more with my camera, so let me just readjust myself. Good afternoon, welcome. A little bit of a false start there. I pressed go on both Facebook and YouTube. YouTube worked, Facebook, no. Facebook worked, YouTube didn't. But we're there now. We are live. It is 2 o'clock, it is Saturday the 31st of August. Our membership doors have now been open for 2 days. And I'm here to talk to you about it. So I've got two cameras on me, so if you see me playing tennis, it's because I'm looking at the two cameras. I'm going to try and look in between the middle of you, so I'm actually talking to you both at the same time. How I get on with that, we'll wait and see. Only time will tell. So at the moment, there's nobody watching live, so I'm just going to give a few minutes just to see if anybody hops on, and then we will make a start. As you do join, please do drop us a comment. I have got a third screen down here. I need to check that I'm live in all the right places. I'll do that whilst you're all hopping on. I've got somebody on YouTube. One person's just dropped in. Good afternoon, that one person. So as you're dropping in, do say hello. Do let me know you're here. Do drop me a comment in the video. Let me know where you're watching from. That would be really good to know. Okay, so we are live on Facebook. That's good. That's one is working. Let's just make sure the other one's working. Ooh, can't see where we're live on YouTube. We're definitely live somewhere. Got a few people just dropping in. Lives. Coming up. Well, I've got somebody watching on YouTube, so I'm definitely live somewhere, but I can't actually see where. Why can't I see where I'm live? Learn to line dance with Richard videos. Nope. Aha, there it is. Yep, I've got it. I found the feed. So hopefully I'll be able to see your comments on my third screen. I'm hoping. I do apologise when I look at this third screen because you do get my bald head, so I do apologise. So there's a couple of people on Facebook, a couple of people on YouTube, which is brilliant. So do drop us a comment, let us know you're here, let us know where you're watching from. It would be good to know. I'm going to give it one more minute and then we're going to make a start. Haven't really got a planned agenda. It is a sales pitch, but it's not really a sales pitch. I just want to talk to everybody about everything membership. I just want to run through the offer, what we currently do, how it all works. If you've got any questions as we go through, if you can think of anything as I'm talking, again, pop them in the comments. As long as I see them, I will either answer them here today live, or I do have a question and answer session, so if I don't get to answer them today live, if I miss it or if I don't see it come up, I will add it into our question and answer session tomorrow. So 30 seconds, we're going to make a start. Oh, Facebook's going up. I've got 5 people on Facebook. Let us know you're here. Let me see if I can find some comments. Haven't seen any comments yet. Actually, I'm gonna make a comment because sometimes when I make a comment, all the other comments flood in. He says. No, well, let me make a comment. If I can't comment, you probably can't either. Nope. Okay, well, that might have failed. Oh, hang on. What's that? No. Facebook is telling me there's no comments, and I can't see any, so I'm presuming there isn't. Was that 2 minutes? I never count. I always say 2 minutes, 1 minute. I never count. I never check the time. Let's go for it. Good afternoon. I'm Richard from Learn to Line Dance with Richard. Very weird, I'm not line dancing today, which is feels quite bizarre. I've got no microphone as well, so I don't actually know what to do with my hands. Holding my microphone, talking to you all is my safety blanket, and I haven't got that today. So, hopefully you're here. Oh, I can't find you on Facebook. Mary can't find us on Facebook, so I should be. You're currently watching on YouTube, Mary. If you go to Facebook and go to the Learn to Line Dance with Richard page. So that is me, that's my business page. We've got a couple of Learn to Line Dance with Richard groups. We've got the public group, which anybody can join. We've got a couple of private member groups as well, which you can only join if you take out membership. But for today, I'm live on the page. But to be honest, you only need one or the other. It's the same feed. It just depends which camera I'm looking at, which is what I said earlier. So if you found me on YouTube, watch me on YouTube. That's absolutely fine. So yes, presumably you're here because you're interested in the membership. I'm going to go right back to the beginning. I've got no real plan for this chit chat. I'm just talking and rabbiting, and I'll probably go off on tangents and have to pull myself back from time to time. So the membership has now been going 41 weeks. We launched last, I think it was October. I've been teaching line dancing for 20 years in November. I've been line dancing for 28 years and teaching almost 20 years. 20 years on the 4th of November, so looking forward to that anniversary. And done lots of different classes. I've been in lots of different areas. I started out in Mid-Kent, I then moved down to South Kent, and then I moved to Hampshire, and I'm now in Essex. So I've got a litter of ex-line dance classes around the southeast. Obviously not obvious at all. On one occasion or another, I was working at a university. I wasn't lecturing, I'm not that clever. I was support staff, and they found out I taught line dancing, and I was asked would I do a lunchtime session. So I did, but it was 45 minutes, and 45 minutes was not long enough. And now, most of my classes now are 1 hour sessions, and that's not long enough either. So what I decided to do, I'd record a few videos of me dancing and put them on YouTube for those people that came to the 45-minute lunchtime lesson, so they could practice at home, and it worked really well, and they liked it, and I enjoyed doing it. And I sort of built a little catalogue of videos, and then COVID hit. We all know what happened when COVID hit. We were all locked down, nobody could do anything. And my little YouTube channel that had got like 200 subscribers went absolutely mad. And I'm talking within a month, I think we were up to like 3,000 subscribers. So having had this channel, which I quite enjoyed putting videos on, and like I said, I had a little catalogue there. When things started to open up, we couldn't go back to in-person classes, but I could get back into the hall, so I carried on recording. I did some live sessions for my classes that couldn't come to the in-person, and I did some videos to keep the channel going. So that's how this all started, if I'm honest. It was really on the back of COVID. After COVID, I stopped dancing. I had 3 years off. I moved areas. I moved from Hampshire back to Essex, shut all my classes, and more or less didn't really do a great deal of line dancing as part of 3 years, but the channel plodded on. The channel just sort of carried on. The momentum slowed down. We weren't gaining people as quick as we were, but it carried on growing. And then I started classes again this time last year. Actually, my 2 classes, I teach in Wickford in Essex. Both classes are 1 year old next week. So I've been back at it for a year now, which is really good. So starting off the classes, I continued to put more videos on YouTube, which people liked. And then all of a sudden I had a hall where I had a 4-hour time slot with a 1-hour class, which was never really going to pay for it. So I decided to throw together a membership. It was something that had been in the back of my mind, probably for 2-3 years, on the back of the channel. And I just threw it out there. I went live like this, YouTube, Facebook, and went, hi guys, I'm thinking about doing a line dance membership. I'll go live every week on a Wednesday evening. What do you think? And I got quite a few members, I think. Oh, I don't know. Hang on, let me just check, because I've got all the information here. Let me just go flip back. So my founding member launch, this time last year, we took on 36 founding members, which blew me away. I wasn't expecting 36 founding members. But they were all lovely, and we set up the membership, and we set up the offering, and it evolved. It had to evolve because I didn't really know what I was offering. I didn't really know what they wanted. I didn't really know. In my head, I knew why they were there, but what I thought I knew was wrong. And with my 36 founding members, we spent probably the first 3-4 months evolving the membership to what it is today. Opened the doors again in March this year, took on another 20-25 members, and it's really gone from strength to strength. So the membership has now evolved. The offering is as it stands today. This might change. It will never go down. I'll never remove features and benefits of the membership. They might change, they might evolve if people want them to change and evolve, if there's a reason and everybody thinks it's a good idea. More likely, it will be added to. I do quite a bit at the moment, but the more members I have, the more I can do. And I've got lots of things I'd like to do, but I need the members to support and financially fund that to allow me to do it. So the membership that you're joining, or I'm hoping you're going to join, currently looks like this. I go live every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. We go live in two places. We go live on the dedicated dance streaming platform, everythinglinedance.co.uk. That is a secure, password-protected, members-only site. So all the members, everybody that's signed up for that month gets the password and they can sign into Everything Line Dance and they can watch the live. We also go live, it's dual streamed, into our private Facebook group. So if you're on Facebook, you can also watch in the Facebook group. The reason we stream two places, and I'm going to be absolutely honest with you all the way through this, everything I tell you is absolutely honest. This isn't a big sales pitch, this is just a infomercial, if you like. The reason we go live two places because sometimes we suffer with internet connectivity, Wi-Fi data problems. Some weeks, everything's fine on both. Every now and again, Everything Line Dance has problems. It's not Everything Line Dance, it's nothing to do with the streaming platform. It's purely the data signal that I've got in the hall drops out. So sometimes there's excessive buffering on Everything Line Dance. Sometimes there's a little bit of buffering, but it doesn't majorly make an issue. Everybody gets the teachers, but sometimes it can be quite bad. So we dual stream to Facebook, so if Everything Line Dance isn't what it should be, then people can jump onto Facebook. Unfortunately, sometimes Facebook lets us down. Normally with Facebook, if there's a problem with Facebook, it's usually the Facebook police end my broadcast because of the music I'm playing. Doesn't happen often. I think we've only had 2 or 3 instances where Facebook has cut our live feed because of what I was doing. But yeah, it does sometimes happen. But hopefully one or the other will work. I think once, 41 weeks, we had it where both was playing up. So what I do in that instance, I get the catch up as quick as I can. Normally, we go live at 8:30 p.m. British Summer Time at the moment, which that is 7:30 p.m. UTC, Universal Time. So if you're around the world, you should be able to work out, hopefully, what time that is. If you can join us live, brilliant. It's nice if you can join us live. But obviously, people have lives, people are around the world, time zones are different, people work, people have family, people are out line dancing. So if you can't join us live, you get catch-ups. I upload the dance feed onto YouTube and I add the link to our website and I send it out. So if there are problems with the streaming, I get the catch-up up double quick and get the link sent out. So you've always got access to that. So that's the main feature. That was what we started with. It evolved. When we opened the doors in March, something happened which I never anticipated. I had a lot of people come onto these meetings and said, well, what about absolute beginners? And I'm like, don't know, what about them? The YouTube channel, Learn to Line Dance with Richard, when that sort of started taking shape, was aimed only at absolute beginner and beginners. It never had an improver element. I kept it simple for that reason. So actually, when people was asking about the absolute beginners, it sort of made sense. So for the last 26 weeks, Thursday just gone was the last one, I've been running an absolute beginner course. So with the live streams, I teach 2 dances. I'm jumping backwards and forwards, but hopefully you'll keep up. With the live streams, I teach 2 dances. I teach a beginner dance and an improver dance. The beginner dance might be an easy beginner, it might be a beginner, or it might be a higher beginner. Same with the improver, it might be an easy improver, it might be a solid improver, or it might be an improver plus. So within the 2 levels, there's a range of levels within. So with the absolute beginners, no, let me take that back. With the live teachers, I teach the beginner, I teach the improver. I teach it all the way through, breaking it down, as I did on the live teach on Wednesday just gone. If you've seen that, exactly the same, that's exactly what I do, no different. Teach it to the front wall, walk it around the walls, put it all together, speed you up. Exactly like I do in in-person classes. My teaching is no different. I teach exactly the same on video as I do in person, because that's what I believe is needed. So many of the videos on Copper Knob on YouTube, they're one wall goes, it's a quick walkthrough, and you can't learn like that. So I teach exactly like I do in person. So with the lives, I teach it, we dance it through once with the music with me talking, giving you the steps, and then we dance it through a second time, you on your own, freestyle. If it's fast music, sometimes, not often, but sometimes I will slow the music down. So we'll dance it through 3 times. Slow with words, normal with words, and then the freestyle. But like I say, that's probably happened 3 or 4 times in the last 41 weeks. With the Absolute Beginners, it's a lesson, it's a course and it's a lesson. So each week with the Absolute Beginners, I teach a new dance and then we revise the previous dances. So it's much more akin to an actual in-person lesson. So once we've done the first 3-4 weeks of teaching, we start with a warm-up dance, one that we've learned and know. Then I'll do a new teach, where I'll break it down, go nice and slow, walk around the room, dance it through twice. And then we will revise the dance from last week, so it's almost a full teach. We'll then revise the dance from 2 weeks previous, which again is quite not a lengthy, but a normal teach. Then we will do a one wall go, so it's a quick reminder. Might walk it through once or twice, but it's quite a quick teach because we've done it for 3 weeks, so hopefully by week 4, you only need a bit of a reminder, then we go with it. And then the last dance is another freestyle, one that we've been doing over the last weeks that hopefully everybody knows and is happy with. So it's generally 6 dances each week. First couple of weeks it's not quite that because we don't know 6 dances, but as soon as we get up to 6 dances, generally we dance through 6 dances every week. 2 freestyles, a new teach, 2 revisions of previous weeks, a one wall go. So over a 6-week period, you dance each new dance 6 times. And hopefully within that 6-week period, you get it. Hopefully it clicks in and you're there with it. Of course, with the Absolute Beginners, you can revise it. You can do it once when the video goes out. If you want to do that whole video again in the week, 2-3 times you can. If you want to cherry pick, if you don't want to do the whole video again, but there was a couple of dances you want to go over, fast forward me, rewind me, find your dance, just do the dances with me. So you can practice in between lessons. So with the Absolute Beginner lessons, it's a pre-recorded course. I have now recorded 26 weeks worth. So we start as absolute beginner, never danced a step. I go back to dances that are 40 years old because they're the firm favourites. They're the old staples. They're the dances that I believe every line dancer should know. Over the weeks, we build it up. We do a lot of the classics, a lot of the dances that still get danced out and about, a lot of the dances that I do think every line dancer should know. But we do put some new ones in there as well. There are new dances coming out all the time. So I've added some brand new Absolute Beginner dances that are getting popular on the line dance floor, especially in the UK. So yeah, hope that makes sense. Like I say, the live teachers and the Absolute Beginner courses are all on catch up as well, so you've got access to them whenever you like. Next part of the membership was decided upon, suggested by, agreed by the founding members. I was like, well, what else can I do? What else can I add value to give you what you want? So we came up with 2 extra sessions. Both are 6 weekly, so every 3 weeks there's an extra event on a Friday evening. It's pre-recorded, but it goes live on a Friday evening. But if you don't want to do it on a Friday evening, you can do it Saturday, you can do it Sunday, you can do it anytime you like because it's there. You get the link, it's there for you always. So the first of the sessions is a revision night. We teach for 6 weeks. We learn 6 beginner dances and 6 improver dances. At the end of the 6-week rotation, I put out a poll. I do it on Facebook and WhatsApp. Most of our communication is on Facebook, but if you're not on Facebook, we have a WhatsApp group for that exact reason. So I put a poll out for both beginner and improver with the 6 dances we've been learning, and everybody votes. I take those votes, the top 2 beginner dances, the top 2 improver dances, I then revise. Fairly quick revision because we've done it in lessons, we've done it in the live teach sessions, and hopefully if you liked it, you've revisited it in between or over the weeks. So it's a fairly quick one wall go with each of the dances, but then we dance it through again. So that's a Friday night, it's usually about an hour. Usually we do 4 dances, sometimes it jumps to 5 depending on how the vote falls, depending on whether my favourite dance has been voted for, sometimes has a little bit of an indication as well. So yeah, that's our revision session. So when you join, you get all the catch-ups from everything we've done. So you get 41 weeks worth of live teachers. That's 41 weeks of beginner and 41 weeks of improver. Not saying you have to do all of them, but if there's dances in there you want to learn, you can cherry pick them, or you can do them all if you wanted. The Absolute Beginners, like I say, there's 26 weeks. For the Absolute Beginners, I will drip feed those out 1 a week. You do have access. If you wanted to zoom through them and get ahead, you can, but I will issue 1 link a week just so we're doing like a class rotation. And then you've got the revision nights. The other event, excuse me, I forget to drink, excuse me. Oh, I've got a comment. Sophie's here. Hello, Sophie from Northampton. And I have to say, I'm really pleased because Sophie's already joined. We opened the doors on Thursday lunchtime and Sophie was one of the first 4 to join the membership. So really pleased you're here, Sophie. Really, really pleased. So the second bonus event, if you like, to sit alongside the revision nights, every 6 weeks, I do a blast from the past session. Normally teach 4 dances. Normally there's an easy beginner, maybe a beginner plus, an improver, maybe an improver plus. I've got a long list of blasts from the past. They're all classic dances that were hugely popular in their day. Some are still danced out and about now. Some are still danced out and about when the live music plays or there's discos. Some are long forgotten. If you've done the blast from the past session on Friday, that's exactly the same format. Come Dance With Me I did on Friday, that's a popular dance, it still gets danced out and about, especially the female singers on the country music scene, they sing that quite a lot, so that still gets danced. Did I do King of the Road? I think it was King of the Road. That gets danced on discos, especially if you're on weekends away, that one always seems to come out, don't know why, but it's a good dance. Jose Cuero, now that dance doesn't get danced, but I love it, and it really should get danced more. And then I think my last one that was on Friday's session was The Bomb. Again, that dance was hugely popular in its day, probably going back, I don't know, 7, 8 years, I guess. You couldn't go to class, you couldn't go to a disco night, you couldn't go to a live music night without doing The Bomb. And then it died. It was probably overplayed, because we did it everywhere, it was overplayed. But I really think if there's any line dance instructors watching this, revise The Bomb. We need The Bomb back. Love that dance. There's so many I love. So yeah, I've got quite a long list of blasts from the past that I work through. I just cherry pick. Every now and again, we'll have a chat within the membership about ideas for other dances, other blasts from the past that I can add to my list. Always receptive and open to looking at other dances. So that really is the nuts and bolts of the membership. That's the dance side of it. So you've got the 2 live teachers, beginner and improver, each and every week. You've got the Absolute Beginner 26-week course. There's a new element. I haven't told you about the new element. You've got 6 weekly blasts from the past, 6 weekly revision night. Now the Absolute Beginner. So the Absolute Beginners I took on March have done the 26-week course. They've stayed with me throughout the 26 weeks and done each one. And I've sort of got a problem. After 26 weeks, I'm like, you guys aren't absolute beginners now. You know all the basic steps, you know all the beginner steps. Some of the dances towards the end of the 26-week course were beginner dances, easy beginner, but beginner dances. So I'm like, you don't need this absolute beginner course. So I've done 2 things for them. I first of all invited them to join us for the first teach on a Wednesday. Come join the beginner teach. And I said to them, some weeks it'll be a really easy beginner dance and you'll be absolutely fine with it. Other weeks it might be a beginner plus, it'll be a bit more challenging, and you might find, oh my, that's going over my head. It's all about practice. If you like the dance and you want to stick with it, practice it a few times. If you don't want to stick with it, if you think, no, that dance isn't for me here and now, bypass it. Go on to the next week. So I've invited them to join the live teachers, but then also to keep their dance progression going. I've sort of taken them through the first 26 weeks. What I've said, and I don't know how, this is brand new, I've recorded one ready for next Thursday, and anybody joining, whether you're joining for the live teachers or the absolute beginner, you get access to everything, so you can cherry pick what you do. For the next 13 weeks, I'm going to publish a live teach of a classic dance. So a dance that, in my opinion, every line dancer should know. A dance that hopefully still gets danced out and about, so next Thursday, the first week of this classic live teach, I'm doing Rock Around the Clock, which again, an old staple, is one I always drop into my classes, gets danced out and about on live music socials and whatnot. Dances that I'm thinking for this 13-week session, I haven't actually put a list together, but things like County Line Cha, Stroll Along Cha, possibly things like Ribbon Highway. They're all dances that still get danced out and about that I just think every dancer should know. So I'm going to use the next 13 weeks and we'll see how it goes. Those classic teachers are live teachers, so it's pre-recorded, but it's live. I teach it, I break it down, we go around the room, we put it to music with me talking, and then we go freestyle. So it's in the same format as the live teachers on a Wednesday. So there's lots of elements, there's lots of different bits and bobs, and you can cherry pick. Some people just come to the live teaches. Some people just do the improver dance of the live teach. Other people do everything. The absolute beginners, up until now, have only done the 26-week absolute beginner. So you can choose what you do. You can do as much or as little as you like. You can make as much use of it as you like. Hopefully that explains it. I think I went round the houses, if I'm honest, but hopefully that explains how it all works. So, what else do I need to tell you? Excuse my forehead, I do apologise. Talk to you about the back catalogue, that's all there. So basically, when you join, you go onto the website, sign up. It's powered via PayPal, but you don't need PayPal to sign up. If you've got PayPal, you can sign up via PayPal, and that's the easiest way to do it, because then you can manage and cancel your subscription if and when you ever want to. You can sign up on that link with a credit debit card, but then if and when, don't like the word when, but if you ever decide to leave us, which it happens, people have different reasons, be it financial, be it time. Time's a big one. I'll talk to you about time in a little bit. But if you need to cancel for any reason, if you've paid by debit credit card, you won't have the ability to log into PayPal and cancel it. But you can email me and I can. It's really easy to do so. Just drop me an email and I can sort that out. Everything's really easy if you talk to me. Whatever you want to happen, or if there's anything not working, talk to me and we'll sort it. Where was I going with that? So yeah, so once you sign up, as Sophie's done, and as a couple of others have done, you'll get a welcome email with lots of information, and on that there's a password for the live stream, so they can sign in on Wednesday on Everything Line Dance. There's links to the private members groups on Facebook. There's a method of adding themselves to WhatsApp. So if you're not on Facebook, like I say, a lot of our communication is on Facebook, but I'm very aware I have got a couple of members that don't do Facebook. So I've got a WhatsApp group. It's an admin-only WhatsApp group. Only I can post. You won't have 50 members all telling you what they had for breakfast. Only I can post. So it's very much an information service. I can post out links, I can post polls, I can remind people of dates and times and what's going on. And there's also a password to our website. So within the website, within Learn to Line Dance with Richard, if you have a look, there's a page called Members Only. If you click on it, it wants a password. So once you've joined, you get your password, you sign on. Within that page is everything I've taught over the last 41 weeks. It generally takes me a week or two to update it. I'm aiming to get better. Very shortly I'm going to have a little bit more time, so I'm going to use some of that time to keep the website up to date on a weekly basis. At the moment, when the members see it, the list is quite cumbersome. You can search it. Most people should be able to right mouse click and search, or Control F to find. You can search, but at the moment it's only in reverse date order. So the dances I've just taught are at the top, and then it goes down, and it goes down, and it goes down. At some stage soon, I would like to reorder that and actually have it alphabetical. Maybe have a beginner list of dances and an improver list of dances alphabetical, because I think that possibly makes more sense. But yeah, all the live teachers, all the absolute beginner lessons are all on that web page. All the revision nights, all the blast from the past nights, anything we've done within the membership that was a video dance session will be on that page, so you can go back and get in. Like I say, for as long as you're a member, you have access to that. Okay. So reasons to join. Another drink. I forget to drink. Reasons to join. When I started, like I say, I threw this together. I'd had the idea, it had been simmering in the back of my head for probably a couple of years, and I was just like, just do it. See what people want. And I thought the membership would very much be for people that wanted extra practice, people that go to classes, that maybe wanted extra practice on dances that they've learned at class, and maybe people that wanted to learn more dances. Generally, not exclusively, but generally I try to teach dances that are doing quite well on the Koppennob chart. I was going to say top 20, but I will teach something that's lower if I think it's going to go higher. I do teach a lot of country, probably, I'll be absolutely honest. I don't want you joining thinking you're going to get lots of modern hip-hop, Latin-y, hips. No, don't do that, not that much. Do a little bit, but not that much. Probably, realistically, honestly, 90% country. I'd like to reduce that a little bit. I'd like to get it down to 80%, but I like country. And I have to like the dance to teach it. If I don't like the dance, then I haven't got the faith it's going to do well, so I can't teach it. So I have to like it, which means it's country. So I hope that's okay. I've just lost, someone has watched us all the way through and they've just logged off. Maybe they wanted modern, sorry. That's it, I'm going to tell you how it is. I don't want you joining and then be disillusioned when you get to the first few weeks. I'll tell you how it is. So yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it would be people that join for more practice or to learn more dances. And actually out of my members, there's a few people like that, but not that many. I've got people that haven't got classes near them. They haven't got the right levels, or they're not on the right days or times, or they're just nowhere near them. I think one of my members is their nearest class is an hour away. And that's not feasible for an hour and a half's class, a 2-hour round trip. Obviously the absolute beginners, some of them joined because they didn't have confidence to go to classes. Some joined because they hadn't got an absolute beginner class. They could join a beginner class, but that's so much further forward. I'd say now, after doing the 6 months, I'd say actually go and join those beginner classes, because now you'll do okay. It'll still might be a baptism of fire the first few weeks, but actually you've got 26 weeks behind you. You know the steps, you know how it all works. You'll get there now. I had a lady that joined because she couldn't leave the house. She was a carer for her husband. She couldn't leave the house. I had another lady join because health-wise, she can't dance for that long. 5 to 10 minutes is her maximum. So she can put me on, she can do her 5 to 10 minutes, and when she's had enough, she can turn me off and go and have a cup of tea. And she can come back to me whenever she likes and carry on. So yeah, lots of different reasons. Yeah, is what it is. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. The membership is there. I've told you how it works and what I do. If you think, yes, it's for you, if you think it sounds good, it sounds interesting, it sounds fun, come join us, give it a go. It's only a 1 month commitment. You pay your membership, currently £12.50 a month. You pay your 1 month today. If you cancel within that month before the next payment, that's it, end of, and you can cancel any time. If the payment goes out, you have access for the next month. I have had people cancel the day after the payment's gone out, and it's like, it's gone, it's too late. So yes, I can cancel you, but you've still got access for 4 weeks. So that's my only caveat. You can cancel anytime you like. If you sign up by PayPal, you can cancel yourself. If you sign up by debit credit card, just drop me an email. Give me a reason, give me your thought process, because it's always nice knowing. I'm not going to try and talk you out of it. If it's not for you, it's not for you, that's fine. But do let me know why. Reasons for leaving. Generally, I have two main reasons. I'm just going to remember where I wrote this. I had 2 main reasons people have given me for leaving. I can't read the first one. The biggest reason I get given for people wanting to... Oh, yes, actually, I remember it. The biggest reason I get for people wanting to leave is time. So, if you're sitting there now, if you're watching this either live or in catch-up, if you're thinking, yes, you want to give it a go, for me, if I was the member that was paying £12.50 a month to learn line dancing, I would highly urge you to find some time for you. 30 minutes, 45 minutes. The live teachers are generally 45 minutes to an hour. The absolute beginner lessons are generally 45 minutes to an hour. If you can find yourself 1 hour in the week, that is your dance time. If you were going to in-person classes, you would turn up on a Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, because that's the time the teacher teaches. So if you're thinking of joining, I would urge you to find an hour's time slot. Tell the family, tell the hubby, whatever else, I'm going line dancing at 7 o'clock on Thursday in the front lounge. Commit to it. Write it on the calendar. Put it in your phone. Commit to it. The people that do that, either the people that join me live on a Wednesday or have a regular slot, do really well, because they're disciplined and they make that time for them. The ones that leave generally I'm not using it because I never have time, which is fair enough. Life is busy, but you owe yourself. If you want to learn to line dance, or if you want to continue your line dance career, you owe yourself. Find an hour, or find half an hour. Even half an hour is better than nothing. So if you want to join, really sort of work out when you can do it. If you can find 3 hours, brilliant. Do it live on a Wednesday, do it again on a Friday, do it again on the Monday. No stopping you, go for it. But yeah, time is the biggest reason that people leave us. And the second one, I have had a few people leave over health. They're not using the membership because hip replacements, broken their foot. And what I can do, if people message me and say, oh, I want to cancel because of this, what I am always happy to do, I can pause your membership. People talk to me, let me know. I can press pause on the payments, lose all your access, go away, heal, get better and do what you need to do. And then when you're ready, I can just restart your subscription. So you don't lose anything, it just pauses it for however many months that needs be. Regarding payment, it's £12.50 a month. £12.50 a month by PayPal. If you haven't got PayPal, you can sign up by debit credit card. So if you don't like PayPal, I know a few people had problems with PayPal. If you sign up by debit credit card, you're not using PayPal, you're literally just using their payment platform to pay your bill. It's really not a problem. What was I going to say there? I was going to say something. Hey. No, £12.50. It's £12.50 a month. If you sign up today or tomorrow or this week, you've got until next Thursday. The doors close next Thursday. When the doors close, they are closed until March 2025. But more importantly, when they reopen in March 2025, the price is going up. Mainly because the membership has got so much more value now. When my founding members joined me this time last year, there was nothing. There was no back catalogue. There was no 41 weeks worth of live teachers and 26 weeks worth of absolute beginner course. So when we open the doors next March, there will be 65 weeks worth of live teachers. There'll be a 26-week course. There'll be 13 weeks worth of classic live teachers. There'll probably be 10 revision nights, 10 blasts from the past nights. So all of that in my mind is valuable. So when the doors open next year, it's going up. But your price, whatever price point you join at, so today, £12.50, that is your price point forever. For as long as you're a member, for as long as you have a continuous monthly payment and you stay within the membership, you will only ever pay £12.50. So if the price next year goes up to £15 or £18, I did have somebody tell me they think it's worth £24 a month. I'm not convinced, but it's one thing at a time. I was quite chuffed that they thought it was worth that. But yeah, your membership level, your price is your price. It won't change. Okay. Yeah, I think that's really everything I had to say. I've rabbited for 40 minutes. I'm very good. You will have noticed I'm very good at talking to a camera. I can have an hour's conversation on my own, and it doesn't really bother me quite clearly. Yes, so I've had one comment. I can't see my comments. Forgotten. Can't see my comments on Facebook. I don't know if there were any comments there or not. No. Doesn't look like there's any comments, but it could be. I just can't see them. So if you've asked questions or made comments, I will reply to them when I'm not live. If you've asked questions, I will answer them live tomorrow. So if you're here live watching this but want to know more about the Absolute Beginner, I probably actually went into the Absolute Beginner more than I was planning to on this. I got carried away. I just talked for England. Off I go. But I've got a dedicated Absolute Beginner Zoom meeting at 3 o'clock today. That's in about 20 minutes time. If you're on my mailing list, you should have the login details on your email. So we're only going to talk about Absolute Beginner. So if anybody wants to join me for that, I will talk more about the Absolute Beginner and how it all works. Tomorrow I have 2 sessions. I have 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. British Summer Time. We're doing a question and answer session. So if you've asked any questions on the comments, or if we finish here and I've still not answered something and you want to ask a question, write it in the comments, or on the Learn to Line Dance with Richard Facebook page, there is a pinned post, question and answer, ask me a question. So if you put it in one of those 2 places, I will answer that live tomorrow, 6 p.m, both hit where I am now, YouTube and Facebook page. And then my last session is a general chit chat. If I haven't answered your questions, if you want to know more, 7 p.m. Sunday evening tomorrow, 7 p.m. British summertime, I've got a Zoom chit chat. So I can see you, I can actually have a conversation with people in real terms. I can also show you some bits and bobs. If you're sort of sitting on the fence whether you want to join, I can show you the Everything Line Dance streaming service. I can show you the members only page on the website. I can show you the back catalogue of all the dances. So if you want to sort of see that before you actually commit, 7 o'clock tomorrow, Sunday, on Zoom. And again, the login details will be in your email. I need a cup of tea. My iced water isn't cutting it, I have to say. I hope that all makes sense. I hope I've answered your questions and your queries. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here live. I'm glad I wasn't on my own. It's always nice knowing someone is at the other end somewhere. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything more to say, which is very unusual. Membership doors close on Thursday the 5th of September, and once they're closed, they're closed. There's no going back. It's a closed membership. We only open the doors twice a year. The reason I do that is so I can focus on the members. I spend about 2-3 months, 4 months gearing up to this week, the doors opening, and it's minor admin, but Facebook posts and sponsors, adverts and whatnot. This week, last week and this week, I was absolutely mad with the live events and then the doors opening. Once I close them on the 5th, we do a members welcome on the 6th. We've got a Zoom welcome on the 6th of September, which all the new members will be invited to. And then I can focus on the dancing. I can focus on giving the members what they're paying me to do. I will say one more thing, which I've just thought of, which wasn't on my notes. And then I am going, because I am going to make a cup of tea before my Zoom chit chat. By joining, you're obviously joining to get all the dancing and all the lessons and whatnot. But by joining, you're doing 2 things. A, you're supporting me. You're supporting me in my line dance career, I suppose. My line dance business. But what you're also doing, you're supporting the YouTube channel. By doing the live teaches, allows me to make content. So what I teach, so the live teach session on Wednesday, hold your horses and straight up sideways, will go onto the YouTube channel down the road. It'll be broken up into separate videos, teaching music with words and freestyle, like you see all my other YouTube videos, and they will go into public domain. But A, the live teach is split into 3, which is an as user-friendly, and B, there's adverts. So you're getting the value by getting it live, by getting it up to date and of the moment, and you get it without the adverts and all in one. But I just wanted to put that caveat out there that yes, you're paying for the dances, but actually those dances will go out mainstream. So if you're happy to wait 6-8 weeks for those dances, and if you're happy having them in 3 separate videos with adverts, that's fine, not a problem. I just wanted to be open and honest about that. So yeah. Okay, I'm going. I need to go and boil the kettle. Thank you for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed. Nice seeing you all. Hope that was useful. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're ready to sign up, you know what's coming. www.learn2linedancewithrichard.co.uk. Go do it now. Love to see you in the membership. Take care now. Bye-bye.